YouTube, I'm Elwirfy, and today we're going to be playing some more Planet Base. We're back. We just got our medical facility up. We got hit. We lost someone. Someone died right at the end. Tragic. It was tragic. But now we have our medical facility up, so let's go ahead and get that medical bed. We need engineers. Come on. Engineers. Just one? We need to get more engineers. But now we're actually doing getting things at a pretty healthy amount. Our doctor didn't die, thank goodness for that. So now the people who are wounded will be able to get treated by our doctor. So that's always a good thing. And of course we have we're gonna wanna so we need a couple things to get done today. In this episode, we want to try and we need to work on making sure that we have spares. So you can see spares. That's how we keep our power supply up and running, as well as our robots. So if we don't have that, we won't be able to actually make any progress. So we want to make sure that we get a factory. A factory, again, being very important to the survival of our colony. And yeah, we'll put it right there against the storage. Again, you want to have things connected to the storage as much as you can. That's really the way you want to go about things. And why don't we have another airlock? Well, it's not really some we need. We're moving at a pretty decent pace. Again, everything's at ×4 speed. We're doing okay on the bioplastic. I think we could use some more bioplastic. We'll eventually be making a processing plant that does the reverse of what our processing plant currently does. We'll be able to make more bioplastic. I just like to go 3 in 1 instead of 2 in 2. Because metal, again, is slower to get as well. It's a lot harder. Bioplastic, we can get that a little bit faster. Okay, so hopefully we'll get another engineer. Just one. That's okay. We'll live with 2 engineers. I really do want to get up to those 7 biologists numbers. You know, that's really the amount. Because remember, I ended the episode before I got to 7 biologists, just because of the explosion or whatever. So again, our guys are getting treated. We'll be a little more efficient as soon as our doctor does his job. Now, the factory is pretty interesting. We'll go ahead and so you see how there's some limits here. There's limits to what we can make, what we're allowed to make. We want to reduce the amount of spares we can have. I'm going to keep it at 10. This is how many we can have stocked up, because I don't want us to overspend our metal. I'm not going to keep it so low that it's at 5. I want us to, maintain, have a decent amount to help repair things, but we don't want to go to anything too extreme either. It's all about having that balance. So 10, I think, is a reasonable number for now for the current status of our group. Another thing to think about is expanding our biodome. Biodome is going to be very important to get. And how do we make spares? Well, we need to make a spares workshop. Spares workshop costs metal, not bioplastic. So that's always something to keep in mind. And we got more biologists. 2. Okay, so with having so many biologists, we will now expand our food production. We need another starch. Again, bioplastic being important. So we'll hold off on that actually, because we don't have the bioplastic to do it yet. But as soon as we get bioplastic, the next thing we really want to do is work on our bio lab. Because again, people are eating well, not worried about food. I'm just worried about us having the resources, because while we do have enough starch, and we are doing a good job producing that bioplastic, we can't really support more colonists if we don't get a higher amount of stuff, of starch and of just general resources. Yeah, those meteors get pretty nasty. You gotta be careful about it. You don't really want to be rushing to get your meteor defense stuff, but it's also not the end of the world. Perhaps I picked a pretty bad spot with regard to meteors. We might see some more meteor troubles later. What is that, biologists? Okay, let's go back to workers. Now we gotta go back to the workers. So you see how we're bouncing back and forth, and we'll eventually, after this next batch of workers, if we get a decent balance, I'll probably move on to oxygen problems. Okay, so oxygen is very important to understand in the game. It's one of the fundamental parts of the game, actually, is the oxygen. Now, oxygen is used. The more people you get, the more oxygen and air is consumed. So that's again why I'm going to be making an oxygen right out here. So also we'll be able to expand out this way. Oxygen can have as many connections as you want. So it'll allow us to not only make more dorms, but it'll also allow us to be a little more useful in allowing us to collect more people. So we're actually again, as soon as we get more workers, we're actually going to turn off. We're going to turn off our colonists coming in. We don't need more than 1 doctor, 2 engineers. Look, we don't build that much stuff very fast. So having 2 engineers is perfectly fine because we don't have the resources to build quickly anyway. You know, that's ridiculous. We have 20 metal. Metal is one of the hardest resources to get. We're already doing okay. We'll be just fine. Okay, so let's see how many workers we get. 3 workers. Okay, that's perfectly enough. We are gonna, yep, because it'll exceed our oxygen production. So if I can click on that, we're gonna turn off. We're gonna turn off colonists. We're gonna stop getting guys. We are good on guys. So getting 3 workers was really good actually, because now I know we'll be able to get a lot more resources produced, and that production is critical. Yeah, so we have a, as you can see, check it out, we got a, oh, we can zoom in by the way, if you didn't know. So we have a biologist carrying this over, but we'll need our engineer to actually make that happen. Now it is getting dark, so nothing too crazy. And yeah, here comes the constructor bot. Constructor bot will do a good job of making sure everything's built up so that we will be able to maintain our population as it is. And now our power's getting low, right. So, in order to help out with that, we're going to go ahead and make, before we die of course, we're going to make another wind turbine. Wind turbines are good because they can produce power at night. Yep, we're going to put that on high priority. It's okay, don't panic, we'll be okay. Because we have the metal for it, so everyone should be rushing to go get that done as quick as possible. Please. Hey, you guys should actually be doing this, like, it's kind of important. I don't want you to die from asphyxiation. Why'd this have to happen during the... Man. That's rough. We're also going to get another solar panel as we come into the day, and because we have the metal for it, we're going to get the biggest one we can. So again, people should be grabbing the supplies, they should be taking it out. Again, this should be the most important thing they're doing over any other... I don't even have another building project. Yeah, so they should be racing to get that built. You know, like go. Yeah, see, everyone's coming out here. Everyone's going out to do that. And that's my fault. I was perhaps expanding too much, which, you know, it happens. So, you know, don't feel too bad. And yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. We'll actually be totally fine. Yeah, look at that production. Getting a little bit of lag here because I am doing some stuff in the background. So as soon as we get this stuff built up, we're going to have this. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. Yeah, and we also want to make sure we're building an additional power storage because we got to make sure we have power. Yeah, right there, Auto. Good. And then, wow, we did it. We're significantly making more power by a lot. We spent a lot of our metal to do it. That was necessary. Oh, we're having trouble with food. We need to make more food pods. And we're lagging a lot, guys, so I'm actually going to call the episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Elwirfy, and I'll... Oh, hey everyone. Okay, so, totally ran out of memory when I was recording that, so I assumed I was going to end the episode, but then I realized the episode was really, really small, like 4 minutes, but we made progress in the game that I didn't want to lose, so we're just going to pick it up right here from where we left off. So let's go ahead and jump back into it. So right now, if we want to go ahead and pull up the resource counting station, we have 24 guys. Oh, right, let's set it up to ×4 speed. Let's really get things rolling. Let's see where we were at with building. We did get our power expansion. We're going to be getting another large power collector running up pretty soon. And looks like we're going to be doing okay because we're making spares now. Again, maxing out at 10. Once we get to 10 spares, we'll hang on to all that metal, which is completely fine. I do want to, I want to expand my the biodome a bit more. So let's go ahead and get on that. Yep, I know food stocks are low. Yep, not even surprised. Yep. So let's go ahead and get those plants up and operational. We should get that 4th bioplastic pretty soon here. I do believe we're still calling in more biologists, or maybe we switched to workers. Ah, yeah, we switched to workers now. We'll get one more set of workers. Of course, that's when we decide to turn on the colonists, because we don't necessarily want to have colonists right now, simply because we don't want to, you know, run out of. We don't want to run out of resources if we can't sustain it. So anyway, we're back to daytime, so that's all good. So we'll be getting power stored up here, pretty good. Which now that we have 2 batteries, we should be much more efficient, making sure we have enough power to last through the night as we continue to try and expanding. Yep, and we got our plants expanded, so now we're making a lot more onions. Well, let's see, we do have the radishes, right? Yeah, radish, yeah. Alright. So now, oh geez, our food stocks are dreadfully low. Let's, I'm not sure if I have a solution to this, actually, other than hope that we get some food a bit faster. Yeah, let's commit bioplastics to making even, like making tomatoes or something. Just get something. Maybe we need to make another processing plant to get our stuff produced faster. Yeah, we just got 3 carrots. That's good. That's good, because we've just run out of food. Yeah. Let's go here and let's turn on a trader. Let's see if we can, what we can want. Perfect. Yes, we need meals. Food is more important than having this medical supply stuff. And with the leftovers, let's go ahead and, get a little bit of money out of it as well. Okay, let's make that trade. We definitely want to do that kind of a trade. Not that we don't want medical supplies or that medicinal plants are bad, but it's that just that we don't have an issue with that right now, and we really need to be focusing on food. So we're going to go ahead and make this trade. We're going to get 5 additional meals that should be able to subside or keep everyone happy, keep them from going hungry as well. Or at least that's the plan anyway. Yeah, we got our meal maker going. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That'll also give us a bit of a buffer while we wait around for, you know, just I'll turn off the trading. I'll turn off the trader now. We don't need that. So we might have had gotten a little bit too many colonists. Oh, water's getting low. Oh shoot, we need to build another water extractor. Well, let's do that. Why don't we? We have the metal. We have the metal to spare for it. Yeah, I know water storage is critical. Let's let's focus on that. But everything should be sustainable. Again, I think I rushed the people a bit too much now. As you can see, all the vegetables are coming back up. Now that the tomatoes are running well. We do seem to be having some trouble with bioplastic though. So we might need to think about getting more starch-based. Yeah, we only have 2 starch-based, so I think we're gonna want to get some more. Well, we have 4, but let's get some diversification here. I know it's not getting directly to food, but now we have our vegetable count rising again. So we'll be doing a little bit better. Almost had everyone starve to death there. And no, it didn't seem like a crisis because I handled it pretty well, pretty calmly, but could have gotten really bad really fast. But yeah, we gotta build up our supplies a bit. Here, I'll put some emphasis on getting those materials again, so that way my workers actually work on mining out ore. Because if we don't get ore, we won't be able to make more metal anyway. Because notice I haven't gone ahead and made, you know, I didn't overreact and I didn't go ahead and go make a processing plant to produce more bioplastic to make more plants. I just expanded in what I already had, which is why you don't need to overrush things. Now, admittedly, my medicinal plants for medicine are a bit low. There's only 1 of them, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. People aren't breaking their legs that much. We still have 4 medical supplies, not even including, you know, what we're going to convert. Now, granted, we haven't made a lab yet, and the lab is still something I do want to get created. We only have 5 metal right now, but again, hopefully we'll be able to be producing those resources. We're pretty much never gonna have this removed from priority because we always want to be making those materials that we need. Now, in order to make a lab, let me think here. What would I want to do for a lab? Well, if I was going to do the lab, I want it to be built somewhere near a storage, so that we could have good access to it. So probably, oops, wrong one. I want to put a lab somewhere in the vicinity of our storage. I mean, labs are really small, like ungodly small, but that's really far away from storage. So let's think about this. Now, labs are actually, before I do that, let me just see, our labs, do they have a single connector? No, because it would say, some of them say that, like for the dorms, they have only 1 interior connection. This one does not, so if we can squeeze in a lab, put in this little bot, would that be nice? No? Okay. We do want it to be kind of close. Actually, if we just do a straight shot, like right there, I think that'll be okay. Because then we can expand out from our lab, and it'll be pretty close to the hospital, so not too bad. Oh, the sandstorm slowed down our game speed, so let's get on that. Again, our water storage. Yep, water is looking good. The reason why we have water storage, like the storage, is so that way we don't have trouble with that. Oh, and you'll notice we made it up to our spare limit, so now we won't be spending our our metal on spares anymore, because we'll just be focused on collecting metal again to expand. Our oxygen levels seem okay. And again, I think it's all about just making sure we have a good balance of, like for example, we have meals here, but not making them. If I can't even set up high priority on this, so the meals will just come and go as we need them to. So we have a lab here, so let's go ahead and spend a bioplastic on one of these things to start turning our medicinal plants into medical supplies, because obviously we have to make sure that if we're going to keep up our mine production, that we're also having our doctors. Take a look at that now. I only think we have one doctor. Yeah, we only have one doctor right now, so as long as I set a priority on this, since only a doctor can work there, the doctor will do everything they can to make sure that they're getting us the medical supplies we need, unless of course someone gets hurt, in which case we'll turn it off. So again, with only 24 colonists, we shouldn't be having too much trouble. Or at least we shouldn't be. It could easily get pretty bad, I'm sure. As well as a dorm. A dorm is also something I'm considering getting. Now we will obviously need more starch to be done. Of course, we are making a lot. One water fountain might be too little. Let's go ahead and grab another water fountain in here. Just so that way the people can drink water more frequently. I'm not quite sure where this bioplastic is having trouble. Too bad I can't zoom in on it. So we have one free bioplastic. Yep, so we just have the one. Oh, right. Bioplastic is probably being turned into medical supplies. That's right. Oh, and spares. We got to keep up our spares. So that's another thing to consider. That's also why we have the max. Oh no, we got to get out there and repair it. Someone will do that, I'm sure. And I think our max of spares is a bit off. Let me think about this. Where do I go for that? Base management. Let's do not stats. Our standing is good, of course it's good. Our power, power is not looking good. Probably because of the lack of storage. So we'll get that all fixed up. But no, for some reason we have, let's see, maybe it's under techs. Manufacturing limits, yes. Spares, yeah, the max spare limit should be at 10. Not quite sure why. Okay, let's just keep it at 10. I just readjusted it. So no one else should be making spares now. No one should be making spares. We should be making a fair amount of medical supplies. Does our storage get a bit cramped? Not yet, not yet. It is at 97%, but I think we can store a bit more. So maybe we want storage to increase our what we can hold. So stuff degrades when it's not in the storage, unless people are using it, of course. So it's not necessarily all the best, but we're not quite at the point either where we're worried about. Yeah, because this isn't even working 100% of the time. It should be, but it's not. Because we're not at the point, I think, where we need to worry about food degrading. Because we're not overzealously spending. Because I'm trying to let us build up some of that. So what would be next on our list? Well, I want to combat happiness early. Because I'm finding happiness is something that I've been struggling with in my games. And I think we just, we'll just put it right near the, maybe the dorms. Or maybe we should put it over here. Something needs to go over here. Yeah, let's just make our entertainment thing right there. It'll be small, it won't be a big thing, not a big investment. Because especially since we need the bioplastic, I don't want to run out of bioplastic. And actually, you know what? A processing plant wouldn't be too bad either to do the reverse. Remember how I mentioned getting the reverse of stuff? Especially since it'll be all about the bioplastic. Well, do I want that? Kind of want near storage. Well, that storage thing isn't gonna be perfect. So we'll go ahead and make a processing plant at the same time. I know that'll use up all of our bioplastic. We'll need to wait for some bioplastic to get made. which is why there should be a worker on that. Oh well. Well, at least the multi-dome got built. Should help us out a bit. This is a little too small for the really good workout stuff, but that's fine, because we will just make... Yeah, there won't be any water here. There'll be nothing crazy, but just some pull-up bars. So that way, if people start to get unhappy, again, it's preemptive. It's a little small one. It doesn't have to be all that extreme. Because again, we're trying to save on resources here. And people can feel free to use it if they don't or have trouble with happiness, because it helps them relieve stress. Because obviously you're on a desert planet, so you're not necessarily gonna have the best enjoyment out of that. The doctor, is he still making stuff? No, he should be. Yes, he should be healing that guy. So that'll be good. Again, kind of in the waiting game. Again, once we get the processing plant up, we'll be able to get more bioplastic. It'll allow us to expand a fair amount faster, I'd say. Here, let's even do some editing here. Let's... No, that'll just delete it. We won't even get anything out of that. Can we put a small table in somewhere? No. No. Or actually, no, wait, no, it's free. Here, let me... Yes, I'll get a bioplastic out of that. Because I want to get another table, and then we'll put another water fountain over here so we don't run out of our water capabilities. I just want to make sure that, you know, we're making sure people are eating. How much is this table, though? Alright, well, I guess it worked out. Even though we ran out of bioplastic, our next bioplastic will be committed to water, but that's okay, because now we can go ahead and make our things to convert starch, and we'll of course get a single metal one just in case. Perfect! What would be really cool is if we could get an airlock right here, but that won't quite fit. It's not quite gonna work, but it's not like it's that long of a trip. Now, how many guys do we have inside here? Well, we're doing a good job of making the ore. We're doing a good job of processing it. And this one will also constantly have a high priority on it. Just so that way people are making sure to diversify the work. Now, the cool thing is if we run out of ore and we just have metal like sitting around, that's completely fine, because then it means we're going to be making bioplastic instead. Yeah, we got 3 bioplastics working. That's great. Because it's not like we have ore to necessarily use to convert, especially since one's being converted right now. Now, how's our power looking? Our power's doing pretty good. Maybe check the base management out and see. Yeah, that's okay. We're working on our prestige. We'll get more prestige, I'm sure. Power looking great. Oh, look at that. Everything's good. Water's getting a bit low. Probably gonna make another water extractor. Again, because if I want to expand a lot, I need to make sure people are hydrated. I think we're doing a pretty good job. We've got a good expansion here going. And we're gonna be extending. See how we have this double column line separated by this? Actually, I think I might wanna get these two connected. Yeah. I'm just doing some connection to the main base, just to make sure that just to get some redundancy in case a meteor hits, that not everything collapses. Now that poor little guy, he got hurt. But we should think about getting bots. That'd actually be really fun to do some robotic investment. And again, having the low amount of population means we can we don't have to worry about food as much. So that means we have time to produce all these materials. And I'm just kind of stockpiling right now, so that way we can think about expanding. We could let in more people. I do want more workers. That is true. I do kind of want more workers. We might need some more engineers. Tell you what, let's reset to the default numbers. And let's just see, we'll just take whatever they give us. Because I think we have enough vegetables. We might even think about getting some meat. Not a lot of meat, just a little. Oh, and of course we need to make sure we have our spares getting worked on. Again, it kind of sucks having priorities all over the place. We're going to try and reduce that. at some point. Yeah, that gets made by the biologist. Whereas the spares have to get made by an engineer. And that uses a bioplastic and a metal, but spares are so, so important. More important than people might realize. Yeah, look at that. All the vegetables are being stored up. Is this full? No, the storage isn't full. Maybe they're having trouble with that. We might be having some storage issues. What do we get? What do we get? Is that an engineer or a medic? Medic. Alright, we got a medic. Totally fine. I think we want to invest in a storage. You don't need to get giant storages either, by the way. You can, ooh, that's not good. We want to have a multi-connection of storage to... Maybe if I get a bigger storage. The storage might be too small. Let me get the 4x4 one. There we go. I needed to have a bigger storage. Okay, so we'll invest in a little bit of a bigger storage. That'll get those connections together. Because I want to also have room for all the food to be put down. Especially since if we're going to get another biolab to support all the people, we definitely are going to need to get some work done on that. So what did we get? We're using default settings, by the way. Medic and an engineer. All right, not that bad. Totally fine. I don't mind us having more of that. We really ran out of spares. Maybe we should invest in workers. Not that our workers aren't doing a perfectly reasonable job right now. Yeah, now we just need to have our construction bot do its thing. I wonder what happened to our carrier bot. I feel like a carrier bot died. Oh no, it's there. We just have, we've always just had the one bot. And the best part about building a storage is that it doesn't mean we have to spend extra resources to put things in there. But we have a lot of food that needs to be carried into some storage. I think at a certain percentage they don't like filling it maxed out, because that probably messes with something. Yeah, we have 106 vegetables. Maybe we need to be making more meat, which would mean we need more biologists. So yeah, let's do some food investment. Yeah, let's get some food investment going on. 2 more engineers. I don't like that. We're getting a lot of engineers. Let's crank up those biologists. We've run out of medical supplies. You can make them. Yes. And while we're thinking about it, I know we're expanding kind of the wrong way, but I really like that we have this storage here. And if we're going to make another biodome, it should be big. Plus it's closer to the canteen than if I made a biodome out here. Which should make it a little bit worse. We should allow trading ships as well, since we have so much food. I can trade away some of our unused vegetables in order to get some medical supplies. Just so that way we're not suffering too bad from that. And another airlock might be nice as well. So that way not everyone has to go out the same door. And because having to go out the same door, especially for a mine, slows down production significantly. So yeah, that's going pretty well. And again, we have all the space to play with, so we're not stressing out over it. Again, good. We have biologists. Oh yeah, okay. This is getting clogged up. I think I see why the efficiency is getting bad. Okay. So how would we want them to get in? Well, our landing pad is over there. I mean, it's not as if there's necessarily one right solution. If I was gonna make another one, it'd have to be. I'd want it close as possible to this. Yeah. It's just some metal. And I'll invest in some, I know we want a variety of foods here, so let's get a radish, let's get, say, maybe a tomato, mushroom. Maybe another medicinal plant. Just, you know, getting some stuff. now I think we want workers. Again, still waiting on that trade ship for us to be able to you know, swap out some resources here, because we have way too much food. Not that we don't. Not that having food is bad, because I don't mind. One worker. We need more workers. Especially since I'm going pretty heavy into expanding my bio lab. Because we need workers to get those raw materials, because we're not making stuff. Have you noticed that? Like, we're just not making things. Which is really weird. Maybe if I turn down the priority on some stuff. Yeah, especially this Phytromine. We can turn down the priority on that. Okay, trader's ship. What do we need? Ooh, a 400. That's too expensive. We can't afford that. Can I buy all of your resources? Let's see. Let's see what we can. I think we can afford. We might have to throw away some bioplastic, but man, we are just not. The thing is, we're just not using this stuff. Okay, that might be a bit too much bioplastic. They can make it up with coin. Okay. Let's make that trade. So again, as you probably know, when we have a trade, it'll halt whatever everyone's doing in order for us to get them out there. But man, we just keep making so much food. And that's not a bad thing, because we can use food to trade, and I have no problem with that. As our only source of getting water through here, we actually might want to think about getting some water fountain expansion. Like if we go over here, no, you can't expand water fountains there. Where would we put it? Yeah, they might need to make more drinkable water fountain stuff. But look, now we have an airlock to the outside, so now when we go to build more stuff out here in this direction, we won't have to walk through everything. And look at that. Look how much food there is. We're not even using this much. Because we only have one canteen, and it's not even making food all the way. See, if the meal maker was making food all the time, oh well, I guess it kind of is. But still, I want the meal maker to be making food all the time, otherwise I have no way to know if it's worth it to try and expand. And this is just a mess. I might even destroy this and like do a two-pronged airlock. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna fix this jam. Maybe move the landing pad to somewhere over here. Actually, that might be better. I'll have to do it carefully, but I think if I... Yeah, we're waiting for 11 more. For 11 more carrots, or vegetables, I guess, to be sent out. But look, see, we're still at over 100 because we make so much darn food. Like, that's why I don't feel bad about trading that stuff away. Actually, how's our sleepy stuff? How are we doing on... We don't have that many beds. I mean, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12? For how many colonists? Whoa, 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 whoa. We need to have... we definitely want to make sure that we have more dorms. So, we want to have a dorm connected to the oxygen. We don't have that many resources, but we do need it to be connected to the oxygen. So that's kind of... Oh man, that's not a good time to get a sandstorm, because now, you know, I'm going to take those resources over there that are sitting there that we have to build this expansion dorm, so that way we can have more people sleeping, so people are better well rested, so that way they do a better job. Or should I have made the dorm over here? No. Well, actually, you know what? I suddenly, yeah. I've changed my mind. I want the dorm for them to be sleeping, even though it is isolationist, because you don't get to, it limits expansion, which is why I don't necessarily like the dorm. Yeah, let's put it off to the side where no one likes to. Yeah, let's make it as far away as possible. Just make it this little thing. Because then if everyone's sleeping over there, then that way people who have to rest, for biologists especially, who it would appear that our carrot count is going up even higher, which is fine. Oh, is he hurt? Oh, shoot. The sandstorm's hurting him. Yes, I know we've run out of medical supplies. Turn the priority back on and we'll have the medics working on it. Ah! Look at that! Look how bright it is! It's wonderful! And we'll get that dorm situated. We'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. We'll get a doctor working on that. Oh, well, if we're gonna make this a whole nother city, actually, like genuinely, we're gonna make this like another city. We want a larger canteen, for sure. And we'll need more oxygen too. We'll need more oxygen. Let's do an oxygen first. That's very good for expansion. Make some beds. And you'll notice I haven't really been increasing my colonist count that much. And I really am filling this out on purpose. Because I'm just trying to accommodate for the people we do have right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So see, all those beds now just barely makes it enough. Makes it so that way we have enough beds for everyone. Well, just now, we now have the potential for beds for everyone. Which is part of the reason my canteen is important. Okay, we don't have any meals. We don't need bots. We don't need bots, but we will sell. Okay, hear me out. We shall sell our carrots for money. 85? Sure. Oop, we don't want a bot. We just want money. Oh, he has a 35% commission. Okay, we'll have to bump up our carrots that we offer to him a bit more. Balance it out. Okay, let's make that trade. We'll just drop back down to a little less than 100, but for our carrots, but that's fine. And again, now we have medical supplies being made, so now hopefully our doctors will be able to help out. And again, of course, remember, a trade will always cut at the rate at which we get things done in our community. Man, it just kind of sucks. We need to have, are we not making enough meals? Do I need another meal processor? Why aren't people getting meals made? Yeah, I think we need a larger canteen, and we just need to get that built. Really get some good interconnectivity here. Yeah, people are getting hungry. Not that we can't make meals. Yeah, someone just died of starvation. Okay. Definitely need to get that canteen up. Because that's not supposed to be happening. I mean, all I'm doing is giving away our goods for money. It's not as if... And plus, having that extra oxygen pre-made will make it so we don't have to worry about that later. And on the bright side, if we have less mouths to feed, I mean, hey, we don't need more people. Oh shoot! I think someone else is dying from. Yeah, everyone's getting hungry. Okay, we're struggling here. Let's. I mean, we have meals, so I don't know why people are so hungry. We have meals. I don't know. Maybe we need more biologists. Yeah, you know, we don't want workers. We want biologists. Yeah, because we lost a biologist just now. So we need to make more meals. And again, as soon as this canteen is up, we'll be okay. Or the population will just die until we actually are making enough food. Because obviously we're making, you know, this middle, you know, biodome is doing just fine. It's just that we don't have the, we're just not making stuff. Yeah, everyone's just hungry. Okay. Oh, Jesus. That could have been bad. Fortunately, this wasn't built yet, so it couldn't have hurt it. You can't hurt it. So we dodged a bullet there in a sense. We're just running out of stuff. I'm gonna depower these veal machines. We have 30. We're We're not using them. Let's not worry about that. Save some power as well. So that way, the only thing with high priority is the medical supplies. And then hopefully, yeah, I think we have we're gonna have exactly enough pretty soon. How much more do we need? Trading ship. Do we need medical supplies? We do, but I don't know. No one's hurt themselves. I think we're okay. What's his commission? Oh, a 50% commission? No, thank you. We're okay. Again, as soon as we get that canteen built, I think it'll be a bit better. But I am gonna get rid of this plant in the hopes of making a small table. Yeah. Or not a small table, no. Crap. Meal maker. Yes. We'll get another meal maker, because even though we're not 100% making out of this, it is kind of filling up. So here's the thing, you need to have a full bar. You know, I'm not quite sure what to think. Oh, looks like canteen's being made. That's really good. So we can put a meal maker there. Yep, we're just gonna fill this out. We'll get some big tables in here. Make sure people don't starve. I don't care if this is a lot of bioplastic. All of our bioplastic will be committed to this. Because it's important. And it'll be a pretty good canteen. Yeah, see, now our food stocks are rising. Now we'll get a bit better. I think we'll do okay. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. As you can see, we made a lot of progress here. Really good. And before we go, I just want to make sure. Yep, 2 biologists is great. More food coming in. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I'm Elwirfy, and I'll see you guys next time.